Intensive practice 4.3, question 11. Population growth in a certain country is given by this equation. T is the number of years after year 2020 and E is given lah. Right, let's look at A. What is the country's population in 2020? So in 2020 means T will be 0 years because T is the number of years after 2020. So if you want to find the population in 2020, it has exceeded 0 years lah from 2020. So you just do P is 2.5 million, E 0.04 times 0. So anything to the power of 0 is just 1. So this whole thing will become 1. So our answer is 2.5 million. This will be the number of people in the year 2020. B. What is the country's population in 2030? So in 2030, T will be 10 years. Since T is the number of years after 2020, so in 2030 is 10 years after 2020 lah. So our population will be 2.5 million. E 0.04 times 10. This whole thing you can just take and put in your calculator. E is given as 2.718 power 0.04 times 10. So we get about 3.7 million. So 3729,407. So this will be the population of that country after 10 years from 2020. Okay, next. In which year will the country's population exceed 50 million? Okay, so the population needs to exceed 50 million. So population is given by this equation. And this must exceed 50 million. Okay, so here we need to find the value of T. So first, this one we bring over this side. It becomes 50 million divided by 2.5 million. So we can cut the 5 zeros, 500 divided by 25 is 20. So this whole thing is more than 20. Okay. E, if we move here, becomes ln. So 0.04t will come down as a number and E will change into ln. Okay, this is part of the laws of log. When you move this here, it becomes log base E, which is ln. So T will be ln 20 divided by 0.04. Ln 20 divide 0.04, we get 74.9. But T cannot take decimals, so T has to be a whole number. So if T is more than 74.9, T can be 75 years. Okay, but they're asking in which year. So 75 years after 2020 will be in the year 2020 plus 75. So 2095. In the year 2095, it would have exceeded 50 million. So this will be our working now. Done. That's it.